Let's go ahead, Uncle Dave. Let's get into our winners. So, look, I'm not against taking Scotty and Rory because I think if one of those guys wins, you obviously make money because Scotty's plus 220 and Rory is right now 8-1. Something just keeps bothering me though a little bit about Rory's going ahead and sitting out last week. Like he has this confidence that he's just going to win this week. And his game is extremely sharp. His accuracy with the driver, it needs to pick up. And if it does, I think he'll be right there at the end there. I don't necessarily like the caddy change there, Uncle Dave, for Scheffler. And like you were saying, he could drop a stroke or two or whatever. Even if Scotty's a little bit shaky, Rory will probably be right there. Now, Rory finished fourth here in his only visit back in 2021. So I kind of like that. Personally, I'm probably just going to go ahead and take Scotty and Rory because I get plus 220 on one side. I get 8-1 on the other. I just feel like these two guys are in a tier above everybody else. And I'm not going to go ahead and try to get cute and pick a guy with far better odds, knowing that I probably have a less chance to go ahead and beat Rory and Scotty this week. So I kind of like the fact that Rory sat out last week. I mean, it sucked that he wasn't out there, but there has to be some type of confidence in his game that he can go ahead, skip a week and still go ahead and, play the last two events and end up, taking this whole thing down. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play Rory at 8-1, and then I'll go ahead. I'll play Scotty at plus 220. I don't see how either of these two guys don't get it done there this week. So that's what I'm doing there. Uncle Dave, what do you got?
Well, I like your Rory pick. I wanted to do that too. But in case one of those guys doesn't get it done, um, I took Cantlay at 25-1. I mean, he played above the Mendoza line last week, and I cashed a top 10 ticket on him, which, actually, I know I didn't cash a top 10 on him, but it didn't miss by a whole lot. But, he's the only one in this field that's won on this course in the past. So that's not something I can ignore. He's sitting at 19th, which, of course, puts him in the final event next week, unless an assload of the guys pass him, which is highly unlikely, but he can't afford to suck. So I'm going to also invest in a top 5 plus 450 ticket in Cantlay as well. The recent form, I'm taking Akshay at 35-1. His form is good. I mean, if for no other reason, NBC showed a lot of his game last week. But addition to that, if you go back to strokes gained on long courses with a small degree of difficulty, there's only one golfer with better stats, and that would be Scotty, who we've already taken. So I'm kind of going with stats with Akshay and history with Cantlay. In the event one of the two favorites doesn't cash. So I think we got it covered, Sleepy.